Is it called doe foot?
I don't know.
All deer have the same shaped foot.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing our 8th installment of the What's Good series, and we are going to be featuring the brand NEEN. NEEN was created by Janine Lobel. She's also the founder of Stila, so if you're familiar with that brand, same founder. But NEEN is really focused on clean beauty. It's focused on really sustainable packaging, which I really like. I was introduced to the brand actually through their mascara, which is one of my favorite products. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But I wanted to feature this brand because honestly, like, I stand behind their message. I really like what they're going for. I like their aesthetic. So let's go ahead and get started. The first product we're going to talk about today is the Pretty Shiny Cream Highlighter. I have this in 2 shades. I have this in Frosty and Metta. While I'm swatching these on my hands, let me go ahead and talk about the formula. This is something that I would actually say is quite special. For the most part, when you look at cream highlights, they typically come in a pot, which is like rather annoying if you were to ask me. Because like you put it in your makeup bag, they're kind of bulky. Whereas if you're traveling with like tubes or anything like that, it's a lot easier to pack them just because they're a little more squishy. They fit into the tight spots of your makeup bag, and in that way, you know, I really like the packaging of these. It's actually really interesting because they also feel a little bit like ointmenty, like in terms of the packaging. So I just think it's a lot of fun. Here are the 2 shades that we have. So this bright, like beaming highlight is Frosty. Obviously has more of a silver base, a little bit of a pink in there to kind of warm it up just a tiny bit, but it's still very cool toned. And then the warmer one is Metta, which is a golden kind of a highlight. This is what I currently have on my face. I prefer Metta when it's a little bit more of like a, how do you say it? Like a more daytimey type highlight. Although in my universe that doesn't really exist because I can just I'll wear any kind of highlight during the day. But for the most part, I do really like Metta on a more day-to-day basis. The performance of these highlights, as you can probably see on my face, is that the name of it is like literally perfectly accurate. It's going to give you shine, but it's not going to give you glitz. And so I went really hardcore on both of these swatches so that you could see them on the back of my hand, but you wouldn't necessarily apply it the same way on your face, right? Like usually you're probably gonna tap it onto your face and then use a brush to kind of just blend it and pack it into your face and get everything to kind of go on really smoothly. So it's a little bit more of a natural highlight in that regard. Can you bump it up? I struggled a little bit with bumping it, I'll be totally honest. This wears best on more like dewy or just nothing on your skin. I struggle a little bit with it on matte foundations, but not to the point where I'm like visibly like upset with it. Like I've had more of those liquid cream highlighters, like for example, the one from like Flower Beauty, like I had a very visceral reaction to where I was like very upset because it was picking up and just looking super patchy on my face. I did not have that reaction with this one. This is definitely a highlight that I would recommend checking out if you are more on the natural highlight side. Let's go ahead and move on to the next product, which is her Glisten Up Creamy Lip Glosses. I actually have 4 shades of them. So we have Bye, which is like a clear kind of a gloss, but it has like a really gorgeous duochrome glitter in there that kind of flashes from like a gold to a pink. It's absolutely stunning on the lips. And then we have Dusk, which is like more of this cool toned Barbie pink in a way. We have Flirt, which is more of that like beautiful peachy nude, which like I love. And then we have this really, really cool shade, which is Gossip, which let me show you guys what this looks like in the tube. Like, is that not freaking awesome? This is the coolest lip gloss I have ever come across. First of all, let me talk about the packaging. My favorite thing about this is that it feels so luxurious in your hands. This is actually a glass bottle, which is awesome. I love the doe foot applicator on this because it's actually very easy. It's very thin, which I like because it's super easy to get very, very precise with exactly where you want to lay that color. And let's be honest, when you're like wearing a purple gloss, the last thing you want to do is like be coloring outside of like your lip line. So this makes it so easy to apply without any of the fuss. This is a really cool gloss in that it is slightly plumping, but it's not that sort of plumping effect where it like hurts. So if you're someone who wants like, oh, I want a little bit of like oomph on my lips, but I don't want to be in pain, this is a really great formula. It also lasts a really long time. It's relatively thick. There is a little bit of a stick element to it, I would say, for about the first minute that you have on the lips, but it dissipates after that and then it goes away, and this gloss is like really quite wonderful. I'm actually wearing a Flirt today. I mostly just wanted to go with something that was a little bit more nude. I'm wearing a little bit of a smoky eye, so I don't really want to like, you know, have something too much on my lips because I just feel like on a day-to-day thing, I was like, oh, that might be a little bit too much. You can see, right? Like, I can apply this gloss without even looking in the mirror. And I'll be honest with you guys, like, lip products where I can do that is my favorite thing in the whole world. Okay, moving on next to the cheek product that I am currently wearing. This is called Going Rouge. This is a cream cheek and lip product. So it comes in the silicone packaging, which again is reusable. You can easily pop out these pans here, as you can see. So as you continue to buy refills, you can literally just put it in here. What's awesome about the silicone is that these are actually dishwasher like proof, I guess, or you can put them in the dishwasher. That's probably the better way of putting it. And so you can clean them over time. They're not gonna change, and you can just continue to use this, which I think is awesome for packaging. I have this in the shade Go, and it is like the perfect, like, it's that like perfect, more of a nude blush, like that just, it goes on so perfectly onto the face. It's very easy to literally grab this on the back of a brush. That's what I like to do, by the way. I actually like to use my foundation brush, grab this right into the pan and dab it onto my face, and it is like the easiest thing to work with. It lasts a decent amount, which is pretty impressive for a cream blush, I'll be totally honest. I don't really use this on my lips. There's something about like putting things on your lips and then like on your face. I'm very weird about these kinds of things, so I typically just use this as a cheek product, and I really like it. Like, it has a beautiful glow to it. It has perfect pigment. You can definitely see it on my face. Not to mention, it also layers really, really well with the cream highlight. The next product we're gonna talk about, so the next two products are basically eyes. This is the Pretty Shady Trio. I have this in, this is Zen, so it comes with 3. So the lightest color here is Beam, then we have Wish, and then we have Calm. Let me talk first about the performance of these eyeshadows. These are like the softest, most beginner proof eyeshadows out there. So I actually started out with the trio because I didn't really know like what I wanted to get. Like, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to get like one that was like the full pan, which looks like this. When I got this and I swatched the shade Wish, I was like, holy shit, I need that in the full size pan, because that is going to be what I'm wearing for the entire holiday season, because that is the most stunning of all stunning taupe browns, and this formula is amazing. It's currently what I have on my eyes. This is one of those like shadows where you do not need to be like the most experienced person to build out a smoky eye with these shadows. You literally just dust it on, build it on. It's very easy, very buildable, very pigmented already. And then you just blend it out with a crease brush and you are ready to go with like the most wearable smoky eye of all time. Like, this is an incredible formula. Now, what I did do, because I wanted to show you kind of the impact of this color here, which is Beam. So one of my biggest gripes about like light colors in smoky palettes is that they have to have enough impact in them to really show up when you're doing a smoky eye, right? Like, if I'm in the mood where I need to add a little bit of lightness to my smoky eye, let's say I'm doing more of a halo eye and I want to actually put that light color right in the center of my eye to just catch attention and make my eye look a little bit bigger, I need that light shade to not be like a wimp. You know what I mean? Like, it's got to stack and layer well on top of that pigmentation and really shine through. And boy, does this shade absolutely do that. I didn't really pile it on too much today in my inner corner just because I wanted to go for a little bit more of a smoky eye, but it is very, very easy to literally dip a brush into here and create that halo eye with literally no effort at all. The best thing about these eyeshadows as well is that they are long wear. Typically speaking, I could get these to about the 12-hour mark with a good eyeshadow primer. You guys know I like the Urban Decay one. I have no complaints about this. Like, this is just there. I would highly recommend, if you are a beginner to makeup or anything like that, like, please, please, please check out the NEEN pigment shadows, because these are just like freaking awesome. And honestly, this is gonna last me, I mean, we'll see how long it actually lasts me, mostly just because like I've been wearing this nonstop. Like, I can't stop. I can't stop, you guys. This is the most amazing color. I love the way that it reflects. I love the way that it looks on my skin tone. Like, dudes, if you guys are looking for an easy smoky shadow, like, you have to get this. Moving on to the last product, which is the NEEN Pretty Extra Mascara. I have talked about this before on my channel. This is my new favorite mascara. This is what I'm bringing with me when I go traveling. This is perfect for getting you a ton of length, a ton of volume, It does not budge throughout the day, does not flake off. This is one of those formulas where it's just like, it's so easy, like honestly, to get lashes that are like incredible. I want to share with you guys really quick what the wand looks like just so you can see it in this video. To be totally honest, when I first got this mascara, I was like, well, I don't know, like it doesn't really seem like it's anything special. And then I put it on my lashes and I was like, holy, okay. It is special. There's something about this formula. It is actually a little bit more of a liquidy formula, which makes it very, very buildable. So even within that first coat, let's say for example, right, like you are a very natural lash girl and you're like, well, I just want like a, you know, just a nice like one coat mascara, like very like, pretty and just subtle. You can do that with this mascara, no problem. But if you're like me and you want something that's like, then you can definitely build multiple coats and get this mascara to the point where it's just like incredibly volumizing and will accentuate your eyes and just make them look huge. Like, love this mascara very, very much. All right, folks, that pretty much wraps up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this installment of our What's Good series featuring NEEN Beauty. I would highly recommend checking out this brand. I think it's super awesome. I also wanted to let you guys know that this will be the last video of 2023. I am about to head out for travels for the holidays. So G Brown and I both want to take a quick break from filming, but we will be back in January with a very exciting cream eyeshadow stick battle. Like, I already have it planned. Like, I'm ready to go. Hope you guys have a wonderful holiday season. If you like this video, please feel free to like it. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Feel free to follow us over on Instagram as well. And I will see you guys next year. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful holiday season. Bye.